Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today is Wednesday and today is my Wednesday video that I'm doing for you, and today's video is going to be all about making choices. So you're faced with a choice, a path in life, a fork in the road. Which path do you choose? How do you decide what of two wonderful, beautiful opportunities are presenting themselves to you, which one you choose without regretting or wondering what if about the other one? How do you do that? All right, well, that's what today's video is going to be about. And I'm piggybacking against Monday's video where I did the card pull for you guys. And I'll link that in the corner up here for you guys to check that out if you want to go back to that video. And the very first card I pulled Monday was the word decision and someone standing at a fork in the road. And the reading went on from there to learning to trust your intuition and how important that is, listening to that inner voice to know what is the best choice for you. All right, hi, if you don't know me, my name's KuanYin. I'm here uploading for you guys 3 times a week. I'm uploading a video where I do a card pull and see what message wants to come through the cards for Monday. And Wednesdays is usually, I go more in depth on a topic of my choice. And Fridays is a fun Friday video. It's a little bit more uplifting and lighthearted. So, if you like all that, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel in that little purple thing over in the corner here if you aren't already subscribed. Or you could hit the big red button that's down below. And if you hit that notification bell that's right next to it, that's what gets you notified when I make videos, because sometimes YouTube does not push out my videos even if you're subscribed. So that's a little YouTube hack for you. All right, so getting into the video, making choices, making decisions. How can you do that? How can you do that when 2 amazing, beautiful opportunities are presenting themselves to you? And worrying about missing out, the FOMO, fear of missing out. All right, if I choose this one path, will I regret all my life wondering what would have happened on that other path? And that's something you'll have to ask yourself, and I'm going to go through a few ways you can deal with that in this video and how you can make the right choice that you're satisfied with. All right, so let's say that I have this job, and I like my job. It's not the best job in the world, but I love my coworkers. I'm comfortable there. I'm making good money, and I'm doing things that help other people, and I'm generally content with my job. But I've always had this big dream of being offered something, let's say in New York City. Being offered this thing that I've always wanted to do, let's say in marketing. Let's say I wanted to be a marketing guru. And so I wanted to move to New York City where there's so much more opportunity for marketing and doing marketing related stuff and all of that. But I'm happy where I am, so, you know. All right, and I get a phone call. Hey, this thing's opening up and we want you for an interview for this marketing firm in New York City. Now I have a path, a choice to make. It kind of seems like a no-brainer. It depends on what that opportunity is and what it brings forth, and having to sit down and decide if it's really worth it, if it's really what it's claiming to be, and all of that. But let's add another little level of difficulty to this decision. The next day, before I take the offer over there, my boss comes to me and says, you know what? I know that you've been doing all this stuff on the sidelines for us with, like, writing our ad copy and things like that, and you're so good with it that HR decided to make a new position just for you with 20% increase in your pay, doing nothing but marketing. You can be our media manager, and you can write our ad copy, and you can be the contact person for all of the marketing stuff. And that position has been written just for you because we know that you've been dreaming about doing that, and you do that on the sidelines, and we think we want you to benefit us here. Amazing new opportunity right here at home. Pay increase, promotion, doing exactly what I want to do. Now that path doesn't seem so, that choice seems a little bit more ambiguous, doesn't it? Okay, so was our big dream? To move to New York City and do this. But we're being offered it right here at home. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, what is the real issue here? What is the real reason we wanted that dream? What do we truly want? Do we want to do the marketing and be in on the ground up of this amazing new project? Or do we want the joy of living in New York City? All right, so questioning yourself and questioning what your true motives are. So knowing what your true motives are would really help you out with this decision. So what are things that you can do to make that decision, to help you feel more at ease and to not wonder if you made the right decision and all the what ifs? Okay, well, things that you can do is you can list the pros and cons of each. So you can sit down, and I can never understate the benefits of taking just 30 seconds to ground and center yourself. You can call it meditation, you can call it just a breathing practice. Grounding and center yourself, getting yourself in that mindset of a clear, empty mind before you start anything that involves decisions. But making a list of pros and cons. Sitting down, taking that deep breath with a piece of paper, writing on it, New York City, pros, cons, and listing all the things about that offer that you've gotten that are going to be wonderful. Listing exactly what the salary is, exactly what all the benefits you've been offered, and writing down anything else that tickles your fancy about that offer. Living in New York City, around being able to go on the High Line for a walk any day that I want, or going to Central Park, or going to see a show on Broadway, or all of the different shopping things going on there, or all the other things going on in New York City. Or this company that's offering me this job is for a lower position, but there is so much room to expand, and I could have the potential to really grow, and if I hit a ceiling here, I could go next door to the other company in New York City where I have a bigger ceiling. All right, listing all the benefits and all the cons. Okay, so living in New York City is a lot more expensive than the small town now, isn't it? And looking up all those things that are the negatives and listing those out as well. And then taking the time to go to the other side of the coin and pros and cons of staying in town and taking this job. It is a steady income where the cost of living is cheaper, and my salary is writing that out exactly the way it is, what you are being offered with all of the benefits, so that you can compare the two lists and all of the benefits of staying in your current position, the steadiness of it and all of that, and all the cons of not being able to go exploring, although perhaps you could negotiate for an extra day off every so often to get 3-day weekends more frequently, to be able to go to New York City and do all the things that you were wanting to do other than business related. All right, so listing out all the pros and cons that you can possibly brainstorm, and brainstorming different ways that you could bring the positives of this into your life for that. All right, so that's number one. Number two, envision in full color. This could be, if you're artistic, you can draw, you can make a vision board of what exactly you're being offered and what you want. You can simply sit and get into that mind space and completely go on a tangent of daydream, which is a form of meditation, but a complete daydream, all about, I take this job and this happens and that happens, and I see myself living the life. I see myself getting an apartment there. I see myself paying the bills there. I see myself making that income. I see myself doing that job, doing that work. I see myself getting promoted there. Completely daydream. All right, and then taking a break from all that, and perhaps the next day doing a daydream all about your new position you're being offered at your current company, and living your life with the 20% raise and being close to family and friends that you already have here, and all of the new stuff that you'll be doing in your new position, and being the groundbreaker in this to be able to create the position into anything you want it to be. All right, so making all, completely envisioning what that will look like, feel like, what emotions you will have with that, completely getting up in the morning, going to bed at night, envisioning what a typical day will be if you make that choice, and all of that. And then when you're done doing that for both of the scenarios, taking another honest look and seeing with your intuition which one of those two pictures you painted for yourself looks better to you. Which one rings most true to you? Which one feels most authentic to you? Which one truly is your desire? One of the things that I've noticed about the universe is that sometimes it tests us. Let's say we want this, and we keep saying we want this, and we want it very specifically. And let's say we forget to add this or something greater. So the universe is like, hey, I think you're forgetting the something greater thing here. So I'm going to test you, and I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you something greater. All right. So you say you want this, and you've said you wanted this all your life. Here it is, and here's something greater. Which do you really want? And it makes you choose. Or sometimes it'll say, so it tests you. Do you really, really, really want this? Is this really something you want to do? So it's offering you this. It's offering you this that you really want, that you've been dreaming about all your life, and your heart is fluttering over this offer, and you really want to take this offer. And it's also offering you the safer choice. Something that maybe doesn't sing to your heart as much, but it would be the safer choice, staying in your current position at a 20% raise increase, doing this other job. Does that make your heart sing? Which one makes your heart sing? That's the question you should be asking yourself, is which truly makes my heart sing, and which is truly what I want, despite what I've been saying that I want. So those are the ways that we can really narrow down those two choices into which path we're going to take, and how we can make that choice feeling confident that it's the right one without second guessing it in the future after we've done it. Alright, so I'm going to end this video here, and I also want to remind you guys that coming up on this Friday, I have a live stream for my Fun Friday video. I'm going to actually be here live pulling cards for you guys. I'm going to try to fit in as many of you who come to see the live as possible and pull a card specifically just for you. So if you would like to get in on that, come join me on Friday. You can chit chat with me. We can have our coffee, morning coffee together, or tea, or whatever it is that you drink, and ask me questions if you'd like to know anything more about me. And for those I have time, I will be pulling cards just for you to give you your own special reading. So I can't wait for that. I would love to see you guys on Friday. And I love you guys so very much, and I want to thank you guys for coming on to this video and supporting my channel. And so if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, and all the stuff that I said before with all of that. And again, I'm linking up in the corner up here is my link to the Monday video that I did, that this one is based off of, if you want to see the card pull that I did. So love you guys so very much. Stay safe. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. It's bright and sunny right now as I'm filming here. And I love you guys so very much. Namaste.